Good afternoon, great distinguished staff of this great university. Um, Here this afternoon, my name is Soji Adisa, and we want to start the training on selected topic in Microsoft Word. So thank you for being part of this training. First of all, I would like to apologize for changing the link. The reason is just because there is a parallel meeting with the link that was initially set. So please, I apologize for any inconvenience this might have caused you. So right away, yesterday we um, went through the May March step to do a May March, and at the end of the training, the response generally was some people joined late, some complained of the link, and because of that, that this general popular request that we should go over it again. For those who attended yesterday, we sent to them the presentation. Today, after this also, we are recording now, we'll be able to edit the video and also send to us so that we can go over it again. So I want to request or ask us, if you have your laptop there, please kindly use it so that it will be an hands-on. Apart from the presentation, I'm going to make it so practical, but apart from that, when you lay your hands on it, you will be able to do it after now. So I will be sharing my screen on my presentation on May March now. We will follow the presentation in the first 30 minutes. Then the other 30 minutes we will do a practical demonstration. So that is why I'm requesting, if you are able to have your to put up on your laptop now, please let's follow me so that you will not only go through the process, you will be able, you will do it and you'll be able to keep on doing it so that we'll be able to move into the next stage. So we are repeating what we did yesterday because of that popular demand. I received several calls and email. I was not there. I joined late, and we also want to have training on May March. So I will be sharing my screen, my presentation on May March now. Please kindly follow me. Thank you very much for being part of this training today. So before I go on now, sorry, kindly. So before I go on now, I would like to hear from us. I want to be sure that people are hearing me so that it will not just be speaking to the vacuum or I'm speaking to the space. Please.
Yes, well, I'm hearing you.
Okay, please, can I hear from you? I want to be sure that
we can hear you. We can hear you, please.
Oh,
yeah, Soji here. I can hear you properly, loud and clear.
Thank you very much. So I'm glad. So thank you for being part of this training. So because of this popular demand that we should go over the May March, I'm going to do that now. In the next 30 minutes, I'm going to run through my presentation. The other 30 minutes, then we will lay our hands on the Microsoft Word doing the May March. Okay. Mail Match is a tool that helps in producing multiple letters, labels, envelope, name, tags, etc. It supports use of information stored in databases. And a simple application example is when you want to roll out letter to several people or more to several people, but you want to personalize it. For example, those who work in the personnel, or maybe director, head of a unit, you want to write to a certain number of people, instead of making the letter or the memo general to everybody, you want to personalize it. You have a memo, and so many times what we do there is we put seed distribution. So you can do that once, the way you do seed distribution, just once, and and then you personalize it. So to Dean of Science, to Dean of Arts, um, uh, Provost, College of so all those things can be done with one single preparation of a letter. The word has the tool and facility is there. So that's what we want to go through, how to do it, step by step of how to do that. Now, this is the first in the series. We are looking at Baymatch. We'll look at other tools. There are several tools, and we'll go even beyond Microsoft Word to look at other tools, IT tools that can help us delivering, our duty. For example, we will get to mail clients, something like Outlook. I use Microsoft Outlook. There are so many other that we can use. I've heard of people saying that my mail, I can't find my mail, I lost my mail. But there's a way you can have your mail on your system. You can also have it on the server. You can do it, do the preparation. You can do all the work. All the work when you are not on the internet, and later when you get to the internet, it is done. So let's now go on fully into Baymatch. Now, to do a Baymatch, you just need to start the document. And how do you do that? Please, I quickly want to say this to those maybe who have not been using Word. Please, this is the prerequisite for this. If you look at the mail, is those who actually are able to create simple Microsoft Word. So I'm not going to go through that. We are not teaching Microsoft Word per se, but we are looking at tools there that will help us to that will serve as a productivity tool. So when you open your Microsoft Word, running Microsoft Office 365, so your screen will be similar to mine when you have Office 2019 or 2016 to 2019. If you have lower, it's also going to be something almost like this. So, but if there's anything different, please along the line, let me know so that I will be able to connect you to where you'll find whatever we are clicking here on your home. So the next thing, you look for the tab mailing tab, the mailing tab. So on my case here, my mailing tab, please in a moment, I want to clear my screen of so many things so that I'll be able to show you the screen. Please. Sorry, I want to move some things from my screen. I'm sorry. Okay, so this is, I'm hovering my cursor over mailing. So you click on mailing. Even if you have your laptop now, you can actually do this. You can follow me even without me doing it live. This presentation, what I did, I was just doing a print screen of how to do it. So I'm offering my cursor over mailing. So you see, immediately you click on that, then you will have the ribbon for mailing. And the first one here that you move to, is on the presentation, is you start mail merge. Click on mail merge. When you click on mail merge, you have the drop down. And I want us to start from step-by-step mail merge. Step-by-step mail merge. I hope everybody's seeing, my cursor here. I'm trying to, move it over what I am asking us to click. And when you do that, immediately you do that from the drop-down menu, then we get to the next stage. Then this is what you have. See, my own, I have a document that have been prepared. You can have a prepared document that you want to apply mail match on, or you may just open a blank document. It's going to give you opportunity to prepare your memo or your mail or your letter later. So, but because I have it already, my document is there, then the next thing is the mail match pane will come up. This is the mail match pane. The mail match pane. I am trying to move my cursor so that you will identify it. And then you click on step by step, then you have the mail match pane. And now, what type of document are you working on? We want to prepare a memo. We want to prepare a letter in this class. It is also possible to do a mail match on your email messages. You have your your mail, your email, one single mail, but you want to personalize it as you send it out to people, it's also possible. It's also possible. But today we are dwelling on letters, on writing memos and letters. You can do that for envelope. After you have written your letter, you also want to roll out envelope with the name of individuals. It's also possible, labels and directory. So now after you've selected your letter, then you click on next starting document. So when you click on next, then you have this. You can also click on previous to go back to where you were coming from. So I click on next again, then I move to the next stage. So at this point, that's still on the mail merge pane. You have, how do you want to set up your letter? How do you want to set up your letter? Then use the document. Use the document. I already have the document, so I'm using the document. You may want to start from a template. A template is already on your system, or a template from Microsoft Word. You can also start from existing documents. So we select this. That's why I put the red line across it to let us know the option. So after you have done that, then you move to next by saying click on select recipient. Select recipient. Select recipient. Please, in a moment, let me quickly see some people are making some signal chat. Let me see so that I won't leave anybody behind. Oh, I've had some are saying they don't have audio. I'm sorry, I will not be able to assist now because I'm the one presenting. But I think what you need, okay, they will not be able to hear me, but I can't type. But if you are close to anybody or you know anybody who, or if anybody is here who can help me to reply them, those who don't hear audio is either the selection is they need to click on the microphone, on the mic, just as I'm showing you now. Please, somebody can help to communicate to them. When they do that, then they will need to select, is it microphone array, is it speaker, is it, so they need to select what they are using. Some are using earpiece, so they may need to select the appropriate device they are using for them to get audio. So thank you very much. So I want to come back to training. Now, next, when you have done that, then you click on next to select recipients. Now, when you click on next, then you will get to this stage 3. Now, what do we do here? Address list require for Word to automatically place each address into the document. So this list can be an existing file such as Excel workbook, or you can type a new address list from within the mail match wizard. So at this point, it is possible that you type a new list, but I'm sure that so many of us who want to use mail match, you already have the list of people you want to send to, maybe a list of students, maybe a list of, maybe you want to update them with our information, maybe list of applicants, maybe for those who are working the personnel, maybe list of staff for HOD, head of units. It depends. The people you want to send, the content of the letter will almost be the same thing, but certain things will change on that letter. So instead of typing the letter or preparing the document one after the other, just one document, you will be able to insert, different field for individual here. So, but now it's advisable that you just pick from your list. I am going to do something here. I have a list that I want to use. It's already prepared in Excel. Excel is preferable, because Excel is a bundle product with Microsoft Suite. So Excel and Word works together, but also other spreadsheets can be used. Even Word documents also can be used to prepare your document, but Excel is preferable. So I have a file, I have an Excel file that I'm going to use an example here. So the next thing you do here is you select the use an existing list. Use an existing list. Use an existing list. Just in a moment, I'm going to, because I want to quickly respond to some people who were trying to contact. Okay, so now, thank you for your patience. Now you select use an existing list. And after you have done that, use name and address from the file or database. So you can click on browse. You click on browse now to pick the file. This browse is similar to what you do when you want to save your document. You browse your system to place your document in a particular location, or when you want to pick a file from your system, you click on browse. It takes you to the file structure of your system. Then you are able to pick information from there. So when you have done that, then you move on. Then this is when you click on browse, then you arrive here. Now there are two screens here. This screen contains two steps. The first one, immediately you click on browse, you are going to have this. For many of us, this is similar to what we are used to. You want to pick your file for a purpose, you click on browse, you click on file explorer, then you have this. You want to save your file to a particular location, you click on your system, then you have this. So now select data source. Now I have, from when I was preparing this presentation, I use a file on my desktop. You can see on my desktop, and the name of the file is address, and the file is an Excel file. I have this preview here because I enable preview on my data source. So if you are doing your own now and you don't have a preview, there's no problem at all. All you just need to do is to enable preview. I enable it so that I'll be able to see, oh, is it the right file that I want to insert? Yes, it is the right file. So when you have done that, then you click on open. Immediately you click on open, then the next screen is selectable. You have this other. So after locating your file and you click on open, then you have this next, table that I'm moving my cursor over. I told you earlier that this screen contains two operations. The first one is you browse, you see this, then you pick your file, and immediately you click on open, it brings you to this select table. Now, this is my table. This is the table, and at this point, you need to also do something. It depends on how your file is prepared. If you have your file with a header, for example, I have a file, I want to use example of those who are in the personnel. You have the staff, PF number, staff surname, other names, address, and all those information as field. If the first field contains those information, then you need to check this. First row of data contains column header. Or else, if you don't do this, you know what happens? The system will pick the first row where I have my serial number, surname, other names, phone number. You can see my screen. I'm moving my cursor over it. It's just going to pick it also as an entity, as a file, as a row, and it's going to insert whatever you have here as a parameter for one of the memo or letter or email you are preparing. So, but because I have this header, I have to check off this. So you will check off. If you are following me now with your Microsoft Word open before you, please just tick this off. Please, for any of us on this in the training that you are used to a computer very well, some people are sending chat. Please, you can help me to respond to them if there are issues that you can respond to. God bless you. I appreciate you for that. There are some issues that you will be able to solve. Just assist them. So now, after then you have then you click on OK, and you have selected whether you have header. If you don't have header, you don't really need to check this one. See my cursor. If I don't have serial number, all I have is number 1, Adisa, Rufus. Number 2, the name there. Number 3, the name there. There's no header, then there's no need to deal with this aspect. So now, when you click on OK, it takes you to the next stage. And this next stage is going to give you that file. The file is open. In the one that I used when I was preparing my slide, the file that I used contains how many names? Just 6 names. But it's possible you have 1,000 names, 2,000 names, 3,000 names. You can have so much, I mean, you can have enough data, not as few as I have here. So it will just slow down. And at this point, you can sort. You want to print maybe for all those with A. Alphabetically, you can sort. When you click on sort, it will allow you to sort. When you click on filter, it will allow you to filter. And we want to see maybe, and we want to see people from Osun State. I will just filter by state. And we want to know those who are professors, because they are the one that I want to send memo to. I'm not sending to anybody below that cadre. So you will be able to filter as far as you have those fields in your database that has been opened. Then you find you want also to find up to receive, I mean, find recipients a particular name or certain names. You can do that. You can validate addresses. So all these one, they are simple. They are operations that some of us will know. Some who don't know it, when we get to some part of Excel, we'll also discuss them in detail. But I'm sure for this level of preparing, of doing a mail match, this is actually sufficient for us to know that you can sort, you can filter. And this is the name that I have on my file. I can check off the one that I don't want. Out of these 6, I would like to send memo to only 3. So I click the 3 off. But don't forget, it's just because I have few numbers here. If you have 10,000, how will you do that? You can filter, you can reduce, you can select by state, by whatever parameter or field that you have there. Now, I want to send to the 6, so I check all and I have all the names there. So when you have done that, when you are done, then you click on OK. At every point of your mail match, at the below the page, you can actually move back to the previous, because you may just find out that, oh, I have not been able to do this, I need to correct this. So you can move a step backward and a step backward until you get to the point where you want to make your correction or insert whatever you want to insert. So thank you. Please just give me 1 minute. Let me see some of these charts, because so that somebody will not be missing too much. Oh, some of these are that they can't hear. They can't hear. Oh, they can't hear. No audio. Okay. I will try it as much as possible. I don't know, maybe I will need to create a chat where I will discuss with people on how to set. The issue has to do with their system. So thank you. So thank you very much. And also some actually a word of encouragement. I appreciate you. So I'm very sorry for the distraction. We will get better. Very soon I will have somebody who will be handling that on my behalf, so that I can concentrate on teaching. So just bear with us. So now we are at this point. We are back in the document. So when you click on next, then you find yourself here. Please, these are print screen. I did the print screen to exactly this is what you will be seeing. Now, the next thing now is you now look for the name. Insert recipient name in format. At this point, we have, for example, I just want to use example of people in the personnel. You have 20 field. Definitely, you can't be using 20 field to send information to people. You may want to select specific information. Now, what do? You now click on match field. Match field. So you are going to select the field that you want to use to identify individual, to customize the memo, to personalize those letters. You will now click on match field. So when you click on match field, then it will allow you to select whether it's the surname. For example, when I was doing this, I must have selected surname twice and also other names. That's why I have surname, then other name. Then I pick addresses. So when you have done that, before then, on the main match here, you will see address block. You can do greeting lines. You can insert more than one items. Greeting lines is like dear sir, dear prof, hello. That's the greeting line. Address block is where you want to put your address. Now, more items. You may also, there are some memo you want to write apart from the address, apart from the, designation. There are some other information. For example, a letter of appointment. The letter of appointment to executive officer will contain his counties, the time, of the assumption, or all those things. And the letter to deputy director, we have a different counties, but the content may be the same thing. So this will still allow you to do. So you will now go to all those portions where you want things to change. So you can go to more items and change them. So letter of A will come out with the name, with the counties, with the salary level, and letter of B will also come out with its counties and everything. The other English or the content that are standard will be there, but the figure that will separate individual, so you can do. So it's not just address that can be changed, but for a start, we are dealing with it at some a very simple level. Let's just do the address and so on. But now, any of us, after we have been able to do this, if our tonight we can go over and do the other one, and there will be feedback, opportunity for feedback, so that we can keep on upgrading ourselves and for support. So by God grace. So now you move on, you click on next. Now then you are back in your letter. Don't forget, if you don't have a letter from beginning, you will not see this. It's because I opened this document. The document you see was open for me to do my May match. I may also choose to use a blank document. If I'm using a blank document, then I can write my letter now. This place will be blank. Then I will prepare my letter now. And also I can do copy and paste. At this point, I can copy from what I want to use, maybe the letter that I used 3 years ago. I just want to upgrade now and copy here. So it's not necessary that you must start with a written memo or letter or document. You can at this point now prepare your memo. But of course, many times we have our memo, you can copy and now paste here. So, but I have my own that I want to use as an example here. Now, the next thing is I jumped something. I'm sorry. Before I move there, I needed to show us that when now we want to address block, then you move your cursor. I'm sorry that I jumped this before. Please, I've moved backward, and that's what I told you. You can move to previous. So nothing spoiled, even when you jump a stage. So at this point, I am hovering over my cursor. Okay, I do something. Let me try to draw something over it so that some of us will see it, what I'm trying to say. My cursor is here because this is where I want to insert the address or the name. The greeting line, I'm not going to put the answer. I'm going to put the name of individual. So my cursor will be there. Your cursor will be where you want to put it. For example, where you want the counties of everybody to be, your cursor will be there. So it is this office itself as an application that will go to that file, pick the counties in front of the name and insert it there. Put the name there, put the counties there, put the title, put the designation there. It's already in the file. So, but you just need to put the cursor where you want those things to be inserted. So this is where my cursor is now. It is when my cursor is there, then I will now click on OK. I have selected the match. I have selected both surname, first name, and addresses. That it should be here. Then when you click on OK, then you get to where we were coming from. Let me just clear what I've just drawn here and move on. So it is then that I find myself here. So I had performed 2 operations here. I put my cursor here, select address block. I put my cursor below and use use greeting line for this up here and use address block for the one below. So I have done 2 operations here. Then when I click on OK, then I have this. The first operation, gave this greetings line. and the second one address block. Those two operations were performed at this level. So you can perform more. You can scroll down your letter and go to where designation is and also put your cursor there, and it's going to select, insert designation of the name that is on top. So now we are back on our letter. So at this point of my memo, by the time I move forward now, it's going to put the name of individual there. And let's see what happened. So you click on next to preview your letter. Now, the first letter, the first name, if you look at it when we were there on the file, the name file list that I use, this is the first name there. So the first name is being inserted. The address of the first name has been inserted. If there's any other information here that is peculiar, that should go with this individual, and I have put my cursor there and I've applied, insert, it's going to insert those other information. Like if this is to be a letter of promotion, and in that file, the context is there, is going to be inserted, or the value or whatever you want to put there will actually be there. So these two have been done. And now, how do you now see other one? Then you start to click. This is recipient one. When you click on this, you see that black line arrow that was just drawn. Click to preview more. So when you click, then you see number 2. When you click, you see number 3. When you click, you see number 4 until you get to number 6. Until you get to number 6. And if you have 1,000 and you can click and check, you can just click on find recipient and just type the name or anything to search for that recipient. Then it will take you to that recipient so that you'll be able to see, am I on course? Is everything okay? If it's okay, then you click on next. You click on next. So when you click on next, your memo is ready for print. You have checked it before now, you discover it's okay, it's ready for print. So you have your printer, you can roll it out. But I did something here. I am not going to print out. I want to print into PDF. You are running a Windows system or any operating system. It could be Ubuntu, Linux, Mac, and so on. There will be a facility there for you to convert to print to PDF. So what happens now? I want to print all, or I want to print the current record. I want to print from number 4 to number 5. I want to print from number 1,000 to number 1,200. So you specify those ones that you want to roll out at a time. Now I want to print all. So I click on this, and then I click on OK. Now don't forget, you need to select your printer. The normal way of selecting your printer. In this case, I selected Microsoft Print to PDF because I want to roll them to PDF, because I can take my system to anywhere now and print, roll out the letter. It's already in PDF, prepare, no change, nobody can tamper with it because it's already in PDF. So I'm printing to PDF. So thank you. Now, when you have done that, then you click on OK. When you click on OK, the next thing is you have your document. If it is 100 people and the letter is a page per individual, you have 100 letters ready, personalized for 100 people. Thank you for listening and following me through this presentation. Don't forget, the process for memo, for letters also is almost the same thing. But if need be, for us, after we have practiced and there's need to show us, I will do that. So at this point, please, I would like you to open your laptop if you have not done so. I believe that what we have done so far, we should be able to follow it. But now let's do a live one. And I will encourage you, please, if you can turn on your laptop, it will help us, greatly. It will help us. It will help us. So please, you can turn your laptop on now. And I want to go live. So in a moment, just wait for me. I will load my laptop. I want to clear my screen. So want to clear my screen. It's okay. Okay, so this is my Microsoft Word now. So I've just opened my Microsoft Word for use. But at this point, please, I want to be sure that people are following me. I want to be sure that I'm communicating. I want to be sure that I'm not too fast or not too slow. I want to be sure that we are getting what I'm saying. Please, I would like some feedback before we go live. Please, you can unmute yourself and let me know.
Okay. This is Oshuntade. I want to thank you. We are getting you so clear, so straightforward. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. So,
Yeah, hello.
hello, sir.
Yeah, this is Tunji from pharmacy.
Thank you, sir.
I've been following you the way you've been doing it. I shared my screen into two, and I've been following since you started.
Okay,
You made it so stressless. Thank you so much.
Oh, you got it. I'm happy.
Yes. I was
happy.
following as
Okay.
you were doing it. You
Okay,
make it
thank
so
you.
stressless.
Oh,
thank you very much. Thank you very much.
So we will edit this video and actually circulate, and maybe also be something so that people can still follow it, and then we can. So let me now go live for those who don't have their laptop. But I'm happy at least that somebody can follow and get. That means other people too, like research. If you follow the principle, you follow the steps, you will be able to get the same result.
Yes.
So now,
Thank you.
so this is the live word now. I have opened my document. What I was showing before, and this is my mailing. So I click on my mailing, and now I now click on start mail match. That's what I've just shown you. Then step by step. And I've told you, you may open a blank document, but I don't want to start typing when we get to that point. So I open the document that I have. Now, I want to prepare a memo. Like I told us, this is the mail match pane that I was talking about in the presentation. Then, I now have selected the letters. Then I click on next to start the document. So now after clicking, then I want to use I'm not starting any document, I'm not typing. Use the current document. Yes, so I click on next. Then use existing list. Yes, I have a list I want to use. I don't want to start preparing Excel file now. In my office, or maybe in your office, you have a list of people you want to contact. Maybe you want to contact staff. If you are dealing with staff, you want to contact clients. If you are dealing with clients, you want to contact students. If you are dealing with students, but you want it personalized, and you have their database already. The class rep has given you all the list and everything, so you don't need to redo it. Or maybe you are the type that do training, you want to prepare certificate has been prepared, and the digital certificate, you want to insert the name of people or the attendees. So now use an existing, then you click, then I browse, just like I want to look for my document. So where's my document? Oh, my document is on my desktop. So I click on my desktop. I'm looking for my document. This is my desktop. Where is my document? Oh, I'm looking for it. Oh, my document. So this is the document I want to use. I've clicked on it. Oh, so I want to select first. So I will cancel and do it over again. Now, this is my desktop, and this is my preview. So you may have this, you may not have it, or you can activate your preview. I just want to be able to see the file that is selected. So see, I've picked the file, then, oh, this is the file. I can preview the file now. This is the file that I want to. Then I click on open. Then from my presentation, the previous and this one are on the same page. That's why I told you there are two screens there. And this is the file. Yeah, first row of data contain column header. Yes, it contains. If I don't have serial number, names, and everything, it doesn't contain it, so I won't bother myself. But it contains, so I leave it. I check this one, I leave it. So I click on OK. Oh, this is my file, and I told you can sort, you can filter, you can find duplicates, you can do all those operations here. It's because I have few names. If you have 1,000 names, you may need to sort. You may need to also filter by faculty, by department. because maybe later to staff in a particular faculty, we have some things more common than another faculty. So you may want to roll out letter based on faculty, so or memo based on faculty, you can filter. But now let's go on. There's nothing to filter. I have only 6 names here. Then you click on OK. So after clicking on OK, the next thing is I click on OK, my file has been selected. Then I click on next. Then, oh, now I have, where do I want to insert? I want to insert here. Can you see? I have put my cursor here. My cursor was not there before, but this is where I want to put my information. So my cursor is here now. For those who are seeing me, I'm trying to open my, move my cursor over, over where I want the thing. So you see, it's blinking, so I can type there. So now, what do I want? I want to put, greeting line here, and okay, I want to put dear sir, madam. Okay, so I put I want to select the match field. The match field, I click on this match field. So I want first name first. So I change this one. I don't want surname. I want first, and so other names first. Then I want followed by surname. These are fields in my file. If you have your own file, the fields there will be there. If you have 20 fields, you will see 20 fields there. So now other names, again, no, I don't want other names. It's going to repeat it. So no match. So I will look, is there another thing that I've selected here? Yeah, residential, I don't want residential, no match. So I don't want email, no match. Any other thing? So if there is no other, then I will click on OK. So by the time I click on OK, then that's what, then I have the greeting lines. So this stands for a space where individuals, 6 people there, their name, their names will be inserted. Oh, I want also to insert address block. So I move my cursor to where I want my address to be. So the cursor is here now. So I click on address block. So I have the similar thing, but this time around, what I want here is what? Is just address. So other names, no match. Surname, no match. So everything no match, but now I'm going to look for the address. So address, residential address. So if there's no other thing that have been selected, so let me go on. I go like this, then I click on OK. So address block is also inside. So 2 items. And like I said during my presentation, you can go on into the document to begin to change. For example, if there's a place inside this document where the salary scale is, I will, instead of writing, I will just go there and put the cursor there and select from here, you know, maybe other item, I select salary scale. So as far as the first name you speak, it is the salary scale or whatever of that person that will be a part of that letter. And the next one, and so on. Now, after you have done this, now the next thing is to preview your letter. You know, that's when I try to do something to preview my letter. Okay. I made one mistake when I was doing it. I didn't turn off dear sir, madam, and I just picked the name, so I can go back. Sorry, previous. You know, I mentioned it the other time, previous. So now I remove it. There was an error, and that's why I moved back. I didn't plan it, but now I discovered that I didn't do it. That's why I have dear sir or madam. So now my file is already selected. So I can now insert. Okay, let me remove the 2. I didn't plan this, but there was a mistake. So I am trying to now. So I move on now. So now address block. So match feed, other names, surnames, then others I don't want. So no match, no match, no match. Is there another thing? I don't want to make mistake again. Okay, so now. So now this is the way it's going to look like. The other names, surname. So I can move from 1 to 6. I can move backward one after the other. So this is what will be there. So now I have done it. I've been okay now. So I will click on that. So the other one too, greeting lines or the, okay, let me do more. Let me just use more item here. What else do I want? I want residential. Oh, I've not moved my cursor there. Okay, my cursor is there. I'm sorry. So more item. Let me just use residential insert. Okay. So now I close. So next, or preview my letter. So you can see now I've done 2 operations. Now you can now move from this is 1, this is 2. You know, in the presentation, I tried to draw an arrow from down here to show this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6, 5, and this is 6. So now I have written for 6, for the same memo is going to 6 people with their names written on it. Then when you have done that, if you want to exclude certain recipients, you can do that. Then you click on next. Then the next thing is to print. Just like now, what do I want to print? All records. I just have 6. You want to print certain number, you enter the number, then I click on OK. This is an operation we are used to. Now, I have my printer, all the printer installed on my system that are here, but I'm not sending to printer now to have an hard copy. I want to print into PDF that will be on my system. I can even copy for my boss, maybe to print or to check to be sure that everything is on course. So print to PDF. Then I click on OK. Now I give the name. I call this class test. Then let it be on my desktop so that I can quickly see it and delete it when so it's printed to PDF. Now it has been done. So I can go now to my sorry, I'm trying to move. I have a lot on my screen. So I'm going to my desktop now. My desktop. Yes, my desktop is here. So class test is there. So I'm trying to load it. Oh, this is my letter is ready. So you will see this is 1. This is a 1-page memo. This is 2. This is 3. This is 4. This is 5. And this is 6 with their information. You will discover that this address is long and everything. All those formats, you can do the formatting if you know one particular address is long and so there will be space, for that. So we have just done a mail match. We have written to 6 people, personalized the memo. We have it in PDF. This can be copied on Flash and can be given to whoever needs to, work on it. So this point, if you are following me, you should be able to achieve the same result that I achieved. And if after now you lay your hands on it to do some other ones, you should be able to do more. And if there's any challenge, we are just maybe a chat or an email away, we'll be able to give support by God's grace. So thank you very much for listening. At this point, I will allow us to make input, comment, question, how to improve. And upper we are going to continue, but not on May March again. I believe that some of us now will be able to teach some other people. But if there's any need to improve on this, other things that needs to be added, will be also available to do that. Based on feedback, we'll be able to do more. Thank you and God bless you. So I will need feedback.
Hello, sir.
Thank you.
Hello?
Thank you very much, sir.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir. I'm
This
listening.
is Oshunta Oludare from Anatomy Department.
You're
Yes,
welcome.
I actually want to thank you so much for this class. It's been very helpful, very useful. In fact, it's unprecedented. So I want to say thank you. That's really added so much, and we are able to gain much. So I want to employ you to please, if there is any way you can package this and so that it can be forwarded to our mailbox 6, so that we can at time per time, we just acclimatize ourselves with it more, so that that if that can be done, it will be very good. So I want to say thank you, and please continue to do this. I really appreciate you. God bless you.
Thank you very much for the encouragement, because I see this as an encouragement. Yes, to quickly respond to that, I've said it earlier. In fact, the video of yesterday will have been sent to those who attended yesterday, but unfortunately, I was the one doing the training and doing the administration. So I paused before people connected, and I forgot to, continue recording. So it was when we finished that I wanted to package I discovered that it was not recorded, but this one is recorded. But
Okay,
because
okay.
there are some, I'm going to edit it before, because we started recording before the meeting starts. So you will get the video,
Okay.
and also if the presentation, if you want it, I'm going to look at the attendance list here.
Thank
It
you
will
so
be
much.
sent
The slides,
across
yes.
to everybody. But more than that, some of this will be packaged and will be part of our LMS, so that very soon staff will have access to this over and over again without calling anybody.
Okay.
You just log into LMS, and tools that will help us in our daily activities will be there. We are just starting, so all this will be packaged together and some other training. So thank you very much, and God bless you.
This is very good. Thank you. Thank you.
So I don't know if there's another thing.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Akwadetunji from pharmacy. I just want to find out. I think when you want to do mail merge using the email platform, electronic mail.
Yes.
We're going to follow the same procedure, I guess.
Yes, you're going to follow the same procedure, but you will find it seamless if you are using Outlook. Outlook
Yes, I
is
use
also
Outlook.
bundled.
Yes.
Yes, I use Outlook, but I will not train people to actually be tied to any application. So what we will try to do is we will explore it more to see how we can. It's flexible with anything we are using. So people are using Thunderbolt.
Okay,
Yes, some people.
Oh, great.
There are so many other mail applications. We're also going to have a short training like this on mail application, because I also have some feedback from people saying my mail was lost. I was composing, the light went off and this thing cut off and so on. And some of us are able to keep our mail whether there's light or no light. It's because we use email client. So we're going to also do training on that. But you can do with Microsoft Outlook seamlessly with what I've taught you. But we're doing with other. We will also come up with a training on that, and also on managing our mails and our calendar. We also had so many people also having issues with forgetting this meeting or the other. Whereas we all hold our phones, and we can have our calendaring system set up. So that's what we are trying to achieve, with this kind of training. So thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm giving you a thumbs up. Thank you very much.
Esho. So in the absence of none, I want to thank everybody for your encouragement and for being part of this training. So the next class will be on Wednesday 23 and Thursday 24. So before then, we'll be communicating with us. Thank you and God bless. Have a nice day. Amen.
Good afternoon.